Today, he's a star here at WQXR. He's in our area doing a couple of performances. We'll chat with him a little bit, but first, he's going to play for us some Debussy from Debussy's book Images, The Images for Piano. This is a beautiful little piece inspired by a picture that Debussy had on his wall of a couple of goldfish. So here, live at WQXR, Seong-jin Cho playing Debussy's Poissons d'Or. Pianist Seong-jin Cho, live on WQXR on Facebook. Fabulous to see I don't know, it's the sun glinting off the fish or the water moving around, all those wonderful little Debussy touches in that piece. How long have you been playing the piano? You're 23 years old?
Yeah, I'm still 23.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's a whole year. How long have you been playing the piano? When did you start?
At the age of 6, just as a hobby. Yeah.
So was it in the house? Did you want it? Did you ask your parents for it? Did you find the piano, or did the piano find you?
In the beginning, my parents asked me to play the piano just as a hobby. And we had a piano at our house because my mother used to play the piano as a hobby. And they were not musicians, but they were music lover. So we had a lot of recording in our house. So yeah, classical music became very natural for me.
You've spent a few years studying with the pianist Michel Baroff in, I guess, Paris, right? That's where you were. How long did you study with him, and what did you learn from him?
I studied with him for 4 years, since 2012, and I studied a lot of French music and also Prokofiev, a little bit 20th century music with him, especially Debussy and Ravel. And yeah, I really learned a lot, especially French music, I can say. Yeah.
You've done a Debussy album recently. What do you like about him? Why him? Could have been Ravel, could have been somebody else. Debussy's a good choice, but why him?
I also like Ravel, I can say, but Debussy, compared to Ravel, his music is more romantic. Ravel is rather more rational. So there's a lot of imagination in his music, and the sound is the quality and the variety of sound is limitless. So that's why I like him.
You're also playing Chopin for us, some music from the Piano Sonata number 3. These are not the most popular of Chopin's piano works. There are lots, because he wrote so much music. What attracts you to Chopin and to these larger pieces, the sonatas?
Among pianists, the third sonata is very popular, but personally, I think this piece is most grand scale piece ever written by Chopin, and the last movement is especially dramatic and almost tragic. So yeah.
All right, so we're going to get some break. I'm going to get out of your space now. I keep invading his space. And Seong-jin Cho is going to play music from Chopin's Sonata number 3 live on WQXR. fabulous piano fireworks from Chopin, and from the hands of our guest today, Seong-jin Cho, who's here with us live in WQXR studios on Facebook. That was fabulous. You just opened it up, and we have to actually let the piano recover for a minute or two. It'll feel better in a moment, and then we'll have one more performance of Beethoven from Seong-jin Cho. I kept thinking of Rachmaninoff in that piece. Feels like Rachmaninoff must have listened carefully to that and recovered some of that sound in some of his concertos. And I practically heard the orchestra behind you, too. It was really powerful and exciting playing. Thank you. It was really, really great. You've stepped in for Long Long. Long Long over-practiced. He over-practiced. He told us that. And hurt his shoulder and had to step out of some stuff. So you got to step in for Long Long. Was that music that you had to learn quickly, or was it stuff that you had in your hands already?
You mean the Ravel Concerto? I've already played when I was 15 years old, and I felt so lucky, and I was so honored to replace Lang Lang, and I was so happy to able to play with the Berlin Phil.
Right. So, who haven't you played with yet that you're looking forward to? Orchestras, conductors, anybody?
So many great musicians and conductors and good orchestra.
All right, so not willing to show that hand, and that's totally, totally fine. What's in your recital program these days? You're actually off for a thrilling ride, I'm sure, down the New Jersey Turnpike today, heading to Princeton to play at the McCarter Theater tonight. What can the audience look forward to?
I'm going to play two Beethoven sonatas, number 8 and number 30. Number 8 is the early sonata, and number 30 is the late sonata. And the second book of Image, and the third sonata by Chopin.
So a little bit of what we've had today, and there are lots more dates in the United States and in Canada for Seong-jin Cho on this current tour, and then you're back to Europe in a couple of weeks, and then off across that continent. You live in Berlin now. Why'd you choose that city?
I just like the city. The atmosphere is very young and international, so yeah.
Easy to get all around Europe from there, and there are lots of flights to other continents too.
Yeah, it's true. And I was in Paris before, and compared to Paris, probably Paris is more beautiful to look at, but it's much cheaper. Everything's much cheaper, and there are so many great orchestras. So yeah, I like the city.
Yeah, Berlin's a great place. All right, Seong-jin Cho is going to conclude his time with us today with some music from the aforementioned Beethoven Piano Sonata number 8. If you were all stirred up by that Chopin, we'll calm you back down and get you ready to get back to work with this music from Beethoven. Beautiful playing. And some more from Seong-jin Cho. There is such magic in live music. I hope that you enjoyed it. I tell you, sitting in this very quiet performance studio here at WQXR, and then to have these sounds come out of this piano in this man's hands is such a thrill. I hope you enjoyed it too. Seong-jin Cho is at the MacArthur Theater in Princeton tonight, at the Bergen Performing Arts Center in Englewood on Friday night, and various other dates in the next few weeks in the United States and Canada. A huge star in his homeland, Korea. Are you bothered by missing the Olympics? You're missing all the Olympics.
Yeah, I didn't have much time to.
Right, right. It's that whole concert tour thing. It gets in the way of watching sports. We are so pleased that you spent time with us today here at WQXR. Thank you, Seong-jin Cho. It was really, really wonderful to hear you play. And we have a Midday Masterpieces performance every Wednesday here at WQXR. So hope you'll return back to this Facebook page next week. Thanks so much for watching.